How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Massive 850 million at this point, possibly going to be $1 billion invested in blockchain and crypto this year, and this summer is heating up. So why not talk about Bitcoin? Why not talk about that stuff you guys love, that crypto talk? And we'll just read a couple of tweets. We're just going to have sort of a chill live stream here. Again, no Bitcoin can't scale to billions of users with the same growth hacking and closed data and information strategies of the largest tech apps in the world. It is a completely different thing. Interesting tweet. The Bitcoin time traveler was right since 2013, since 100K for 2000. With Bitcoin poised to change the world, lifting humanity to another dimension, you shouldn't be surprised that Bitcoin time traveler will exist in the future. In 2013, a man came from 2025 to tell the Bitcoin community what the world will look like, and looked back at his message almost 6 years later. His BTC price predictions turned out to be spot on. This is a famous, one of those nostalgic crypto urban legends that I know you guys like. And it's pretty cool stuff. Just something to talk about. Where was it? All right. Trader Crypto Rand reminded the cryptocurrency community today about the popular post shared on Bitcoin subreddit in August of 2013. In that post, self-proclaimed time traveler Luke Magnotta shared an important message from the future. I'm sending this message from the year 2025. Things are looking bleak here, and some of you will carry blood on your hands. And I'm sure that that's right in the context of cryptocurrency, but he started his story that began with the hope for the Bitcoin community, but ended in a rather dark way. Magnotta described what the world will look like after Bitcoin disrupted the banks and destroyed the US dollar, and how the price of BTC evolved over time. On average, every year so far, the value of Bitcoin has increased by about a facet 10, from $0.1 in 2010 to $1 in 2011 to $10 in 2012 to $100 in 2013. From now on, there's a slight slowdown as the value increased by a factor every 2 years, to 1,000 in 2015, to 10,000 2017, 100,000 2013, and of course 1 million by 2021. And I think personally, I'm filling my bags as much as I can. So do you guys think that 100K for 2019 is in the ballpark? This live stream will be talking about all this and more. So Bitcoin today, we'll get our heads out of the cloud for a second there. 8,700 as market takes a breather. After the price action yesterday took Bitcoin past an important resistance level and up towards 9,000, the last 24 hours have been much quieter. Top cryptos have mostly seen slight losses, with a few exceptions. This chart right here is pretty interesting. The total crypto market cap now stands at 273.8 billion, down around 1 billion for the 24-hour period. BTC dominance is also down slightly, now 56. And I think that this year, it's just in general, it's been a pretty interesting year for Litecoin in particular. What is it? Something like 400%. I heard that Bitcoin time traveler removed his subreddit post. I wouldn't be surprised. Bitcoin will make everyone rich. It would be nice. Yeah, hey, I mean, I guess everybody has their dream. I mean, obviously this video is not just to make any kind of prediction like that myself. I mean, although it would be nice to see, but Facebook's payment-focused cryptocurrency global coin will face demographic challenges, according to recent research by cryptocurrency analysts on May 28th. Cryptocurrency, Facebook's native cryptocurrency, which will purposefully seek to disrupt or bypass, all these networks in order to remove financial barriers and lessen customer costs, will reportedly launch in 2020. Its recent report, Dyer, suggests that the coin will face demographic challenges as a social media giant base is aging. There is, who even uses Facebook? I think that's like a funny way that, that's almost like a nice way of saying nobody uses Facebook anymore. Your grandma uses Facebook. Your mom's on Facebook. That aunt that you don't really talk to, once a year. You heard that all that stuff before. Those are the kind of people who are on Facebook. That being said, I mean, I don't underestimate the reach that Facebook has. Nobody uses Facebook. It's funny, but still, I mean, I think that the concept of cryptocurrency, like, that's sort of logical. I guess it's the next logical conclusion for Facebook to go and try and get their hooks into having their own currency. It sort of is a sign of the times. I mean, Facebook's in the recent report, the coin will face demographic challenges. Moreover, to facilitate adoption from consumers and merchants, global coin will need to enter into partnerships with traditional financial institutions. The report continues. Most probably, Facebook will reportedly focus on countries whose financial infrastructure is lacking. See, what's happening right now is that there's this competition, I think, that's brewing for who's going to be the crypto that's going to really leverage its position on the global stage, on that idea of how they're going to leverage the future of these markets. It is a lot of very interesting things happening. Nothing will stop Bitcoin from disturbing gold, according to the Winklevoss. The Winklevi, gold has been the top store of value for centuries now. Until now, it has not met any real competition, but Bitcoin is about to replace it. This is what many important persons in the cryptocurrency space believe. Because earlier this month, in the interview with Kiko News, said that although Bitcoin is relatively new, it is coming up to a level of maturity that will threaten gold. Although, in a more recent interview with Wells Fargo head of real asset strategy John LaForge, against getting too comfortable, cautions investors. And I guess Amazon will rule the world. Yeah, of course, Amazon. But I think that right now what's happening, mobile app buying, yeah, that's definitely interesting. But yeah, I think that Bitcoin gold struggle. So gold has been the top store of value. With the launch of its first SpaceX Starlink may expand worldwide cryptocurrency access. With the launch of its first satellite into orbit, SpaceX aims to bring the internet to everyone with Starlink. Starlink is one of SpaceX's most formidable projects, aiming to send satellites into orbit and build a space-based internet network. The satellites are designed to form the initial phase of a network architecture capable of sending signals for high-speed internet service from space to consumers around the globe. With the latest launch, SpaceX has already sent 60 satellites into orbit, which are now roaming over the United States and Canada. The project wants to begin serving consumers in both regions as soon as 360 satellites are functional, a milestone that could be achieved by the end of 2019. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Ethereum, $300 would be nice. Big boys are just taking millennials' money. All Bitcoin forks are crap. Don't buy a whole Bitcoin right now. It's going to go back down, according to Shai. I mean, let's see. I mean, big boys are just taking millennials' money. Hey, I mean, I would like to see Bitcoin and all this go back down so that I could have another opportunity. I do think that it is sort of early, expecting another 14 months of bullish territory. I wouldn't buy BTC at these prices, according to Max X. I mean, it is tempting. You got to admit. But I agree. If you weren't buying your BTC 6 months ago, what changed? Why do you all of a sudden... Seems like yesterday we were stuck around 4,200. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I am like, what if you weren't buying it 6 months ago? Why would you buy it today? I think BTC is good price, as it will go to 10K. Gabrielle D. I'm sure. I mean, I've talked to plenty of people who were sort of just taking, just slicing that little bit off the top every time, rather than really playing the long game. I mean, it is a good year for Litecoin. I'm having a great year with Litecoin. That's all I gotta say. Bitcoin is all right too, but not so much. Litecoin's where it's at. All of us over at Litecoin on Litecoin team are having a big party right now. But yeah, I still add every month as well. But when it comes down to it, Donovan Wolf set for life. You got Bitcoin when it was 3,200. Yeah, that was a good time to get it. I got my power supply today. PCI should have ring up. Yeah, if you know how to play the game, if you're tuned in and tapped in, then you shouldn't have any problems. It's just when people sleep, will Bitcoin ruin the party? Yeah, it's crazy. It seems just like yesterday. I'd like to see it drop back down to like $2,000. Would be nice. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, you could see timing is everything, and buy low, sell high, watch the markets, and diversify into projects with utility, store value, and use case with strong fundamentals. Yeah, amen. Yeah, it's still a good time for ADA. It's really just not a good time for BTC. I mean, there's just so many other great projects out there. I'm just not buying my Bitcoin at these prices. because I could so easily see it drop down. And as far as seeing a lot of these different projects go from here, it is very exciting to see. I mean, Ripple is definitely doing its thing. Another thing also, a lot of you have been asking that I make a Patreon, so I'm gonna put a Patreon in the. I'm gonna also start putting links to like a Bitcoin wallet, so that those of you who want to send me some Bitcoin donations can do so. Oh, how's it going, Mexican Charlie Lee? Nice to see you. Yeah, I think Ethereum's in a really interesting place right now. Yeah, I've been meaning to use the Brave browser. I'm just a creature of habit. I mean, I just got this new laptop, and I haven't really, I just hop on just for Twitter purposes and stuff. Well, this is the kind of stuff that interests me. You look at like BTC, yen, or there kind of is a cross that's forming. Matrix AI Network sounds like a good project. AI writes the smart contracts code for someone who can't code. I think that AI writing the code is going to be the future of like the long-term aspects of these things. It's very plausible, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because it's sort of a main theme that I've been looking into as well. Interestingly enough, to see that you yeah, I'm not your dad. Nice. Yeah, but I'm also thinking about starting to use like a face cam, like my face like during the live streams as well. I'll get like a webcam, but I don't know. I feel like I just don't have enough time. I mean, if enough people want me to, I'll do it. I basically gotta. John McAfee's upcoming crypto debit card will be privacy, anonymity focused. The cybersecurity giant John McAfee's upcoming Bitcoin Visa debit card gained significant traction over the past month. The debit card, which would have a picture of McAfee, would enable users to purchase cryptocurrencies and convert crypto to cash. In a recent update, McAfee announced that the card would be privacy and anonymity focused, adding that no details would be required to get it. This is undoubtedly the first of its kind in the debit card makes market. And I think he sort of is a perfect person to be doing that sort of thing. It is definitely interesting. BNB. Yeah, that's a very good point as well to bring up. I feel like that guy right now. Be aware, last time Kraken was with this wick, we dumped hard. Yeah, I think Holochain is pretty interesting right now. I actually have a pretty good mining rig set up, and I'm going to actually start making mining rig update videos. So that'll be a good content for the future that we can all Crypto Space Commander is a space exploration MMO blockchain game built with Unity 3D on the Ethereum network. Players can fight in epic PvP, PvE battles, mine resources, trade almost anything, and craft in-game assets by using resources. Every asset in the game is an NFT or FT. The item ownership can be tracked on the blockchain, and the players are able to buy, sell, and trade in-game assets in the CSC marketplace. Pretty exciting stuff. I think the future of gaming is going to be pretty sick, if you ask me. Yeah, mining is a pretty excellent way to see how networks are operating. But yes, investor, I do. So back to the Bitcoin time traveler. Mind-blowing developments from the time traveler, but the end of his message from 2025, he describes a world that isn't very tempting. The time traveler reveals that the hunting down of people with Bitcoin. He continues by saying he's part of an underground organization who seek to launch a coordinated against the infrastructure of the internet, but this outcome will likely lead. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. Remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, And I hope you guys have found this informative. Remember, I'm not your dad. Do your own research into these things, but I think it is pretty exciting to see where crypto has been going. All that being said, have a